London is the greatest city in the world, but we're at a crossroads. Our manifesto for all Londoners, which we're launching today, sets out a path to a more prosperous, safer and greener future for our city. A plan to ensure that today's Londoners are given the opportunities that our city gave to me. This city gave me and my family the helping hand we needed to fulfil our potential. A secure and affordable council home, which gave my parents the chance to save a deposit to buy a place of their own. A good and stable job for my dad as a bus driver. A great education at a good local state school with teachers who nurtured and inspired me. A place at university which I could afford, and an apprenticeship for my brother so he could become a motor mechanic. Jobs for my wife and me as lawyers. Living with our parents, we worked hard and saved up. It wasn't too long before we were able to afford to buy a home of our own. I'm only standing here today because London has given me a helping hand to get here. But the sad reality facing our city today is that too many Londoners are missing out on the opportunities that I was given. Too many are being priced out of our city. This election is a referendum on the Tory housing crisis. For young families, even those on good incomes, home ownership is increasingly a distant dream. For those on below average incomes, it's become a fantasy. Yet most Londoners do aspire to own their own home, just like my wife and I did. Those Londoners need a mayor with the ambition and ability to deliver a massive step change in home building. One of my first priorities will be to restore home ownership as a realistic prospect for Londoners on average incomes. I'll lead Homes for Londoners, a team dedicated to building thousands of genuinely affordable homes to buy and rent. Over 2 million of our friends and neighbours live in the private rented sector. Londoners are increasingly spending longer and spending more with little prospect of being able to save for a deposit. Yet the reality for far too many of them, including families, is insecure tenancies of a year or less, soaring rents, and often poor quality accommodation. That's why, alongside an ambitious plan for building homes for Londoners, at the very heart of our manifesto is a major package of new measures to support and protect those on rent. A London-wide not-for-profit lettings agency offering a better deal for tenants and for landlords with no rip-off fees, longer tenancies and stable rent. A greater chance to save to buy a place of your own.